Hi, Shane from 105.1 The Blaze. Here at Lucy's Lounge at Broadway and Olive, we're here to learn how to make a whiskey sour. Robbie, show us how to do it.
Okay, thanks, Shane. Here we go with our next cocktail. This is going to be another kind of classic cocktail. Another one that's really easy to make. Sometimes it's easy to mess up. I'm going to show you the best way that I know how to make it. It's the whiskey sour. Now, a long time ago, before carbonation was around, they would use an egg white to make it fluffy, to emulsify it. Not a lot of flavor in egg white, but there's a lot of good qualities to it to making your drink very palatable, and you get every flavor in every sip. Now, it's very important that you use a fresh egg for every single whiskey sour that you make. If you buy them in the carton, they get all gloopy, they sit in there, you're not going to get a good measurement, it's not going to come out the same every time. You use a fresh egg, it's going to be the same every time. I'm just going to crack an egg, and you know, it's just like homeschool rules, just kind of separate it, let that egg white drip in. Hard part done. You might want to give a quick visual check to make sure there's no yolk, there's no eggshells, nothing bad in there. Okay, there we go. Now, when dealing with eggs, you got to be careful. There's some potential for, you know, cross-contamination and stuff. But what you want to do is you want to use fresh lemon juice. This does two things. One, it's just going to taste a lot better. Two, the acid's going to start to cook the egg white and reduce all the bacteria in it, so you're going to get a really good tasting cocktail. Next, we're going to add some sort of sweetener or sugar. Simple syrup is the best. It's not going to take away from the flavor of the whiskey. It's going to enhance it. Then we're going to add our bourbon or whiskey. We're going with Four Roses. It's nothing too high end, nothing too low end. Good flavors. You can use whatever bourbon or whiskey you want, whatever you're comfortable with. I like going with this because in a cocktail you don't necessarily want to use your best bourbon or whiskey or rye. I'm just going to go ahead and add about 1.5 ounces of that in. All right, and that's pretty much it for the ingredients. Now comes the fun part. Now I have with me a fancy emulsifier, which I'm going to use really quick. Right back over here. And you only need about 5-10 seconds on that. If you don't have one of these at home, maybe you have a hand mixer you can use. If you don't have that, you can always do it the hard way and just dry shake it. Now, if you're dry shaking it, you're going to put a little bit of elbow grease into this guy. You want to do it at least 15 to 20 seconds. Make sure that the egg white and all the ingredients are completely mixed, frothy, and blended together to get your ultimate cocktail. Then, take a little bit of ice, and we're going to shake it. Now, don't be scared when you're shaking it. Go for it. Shake it, work it out, get a good, nice froth on this thing. The more you shake it, the more it all comes together, the more chill it gets, the better your cocktail is going to taste, and the happier you're going to be. Okay, now, check this out. When it comes out, you're going to see lovely, frothy goodness of a true whiskey sour. And then we'll throw a nice lemon and cherry garnish on it. The lemon will kind of hit the nose first when you're drinking it. Already has lemon juice in it. The cherry is a nice treat for when you're done. It goes really well with this wonderful, creamy, delicious drink. Perfect for every occasion. The classic never fails you whiskey sour.